This is jseeb number 1 coming in for episode 26 part 2. We just covered the capacitors, the inductors, and IC bin. And then the storage bin over there. My bin full of for the desk and all that. My multimeter. And we covered the miscellaneous bins. Not too much into the box. We might cover that in this episode. I don't know. We're going into the second drawer now. Let me put all this stuff away. No, wait. We got more stuff. Non-electrolytic capacitors. DC fans. Box number 2. Miscellaneous screws and hardware. I got tons of that. My drill. A bigger soldering iron, which is way too powerful for any of this stuff. Oh, this should be in the transformer bin. Well, that's a transformer. Don't know what the values are. One of my clamp meters that I use for amperage. It's a Syntec. I don't recommend using that for high voltages, though. Gas tape. Don't ask me why I got that. Just got a lot of miscellaneous stuff here. That's going in the tools. I also got a toolbox over there. And that was the first bin of the closed drawer, whatever you want to call this. I call it a closed drawer, but I forgot what dresser. Or the dresser. That's what it's called, actually. I can't remember what the name was for a minute there. Now let's go into the second drawer. Resistors, power resistors, carbon-filled resistors, dummy loads, anything to do with resistors, wire-wound resistors are all in here. I'm gonna get some labels here soon. Wire. Miscellaneous wire, jumper lines, PC connectors, here's my box of fans, number 1. Uh, 12 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt. And then they're all 12 volts DC, but they all draw a different amperage. If I could get that lid back on. Now this bin. Diodes are all in here. Schottky diodes. There's a not Schottky. There's a switching diode. I don't have any Schottky diodes yet. There's a crystal oscillator. There's this LED bin. RGBs, LEDs, light transistors. Where's that one LED? There's a laser diode. There's my lamps, incandescent kind. Christmas light bulbs, good for having to turn on portable power banks. There's a microwave oven light. Don't know exactly what's in this bin. I forgot. Oh yeah, more miscellaneous stuff. Power connectors. Miscellaneous power connectors and miscellaneous stuff. Little stuff, anyway. Batteries. Can't have enough batteries. Oh. Transistor. Got this for $1 over at Walmart. It's a lithium 6-volt battery. Another little battery connector that I'm going to use to charge up rechargeable batteries. Charge up most produced from this multi-battery connector. Don't know what this thing is, but it's something to do with batteries. Yet I can't remember exactly. Lithium. I think this is a 12 volt. Not 12 volt. 92.2 volts. I think. No, it's a 7 volt DC. Another rechargeable battery pack. This one's a Nyko 4.8 volts. Lithium. Another lithium ones I got for $1. Power connector. 9 volts. 1.5 volts rechargeable. That's all that's in there. Believe it or not, these ones are like 1.7 volts and they're like 2 times as bigger as those. Almost twice. About 1.7 times bigger. I might do a review on those. I don't know. I pulled those out of an old computer battery. Because of the ports became broken on it. Of course, I found that inside the garbage can. Some of the stuff I find inside the garbage can. None of the tools I do, though. I usually get those at the dollar store. The final thing inside this... Oh, here's a 12 volt lead acid battery. Have to find out if it's still good. I don't know. My miscellaneous bin of power connectors, miscellaneous bin of, there's the tape head readers, inductor spool, 110 receptacle, miscellaneous stuff. Kind of organizing this as I go. It's going okay. Oh, there's a power connector down in there. On to the third bin. This has a lot more stuff. An empty component bin. Let's go through this bin now. Transformers. PCB mounts. Transformers. Different types. Step downs. Alligator connectors. DC motors. DC and low voltage AC. My bin of speakers. Pretty self-explanatory what's in there. Wires. Tons of miscellaneous wires and connectors. That ain't on bundles. Double-sided mounting tape. Sometimes things are just thrown in here because they fall out of the containers. There. This is the most interesting thing. It's fuses and heat sinks. There's a heat sink. I got another one. I got a larger heat sink bin, and if I remember correctly, it's a net miscellaneous bin. Miscellaneous heat sinks, thermal couplers, other types of heat sinks. And fuses. Can't forget fuses are in there. Switches are in this bin, I can already tell. Yep. Relays, switches, push type. Here's a push type, big switch. 12-volt relays. Remember those from the relay video? Mercury tilt sensor. Selector switches off of a computer power supply. Another one. Momentary on and off switch. Flick rocker switches, that's called. Push button. Another relay. Another relay. Little bitty push button switch. Normally closed. Normally open. A normally open switch off of a microwave door sensor. Got a couple of those. Rocker switches, a two-way rocker switch. Joysticks, push buttons, micro, slider, PCB mount, slider. Another micro switch. A big clunker of a 110 15 amp 60 hertz switch. Another micro. Tilt rotational switch. And if I remember correctly, that should be it. No, weather station, safety glasses, a hammer, all that miscellaneous stuff. Good, that was still shut. My dresser's kind of broken because, I don't know, I found that inside the garbage can well. Because that piece right there is broken. It's a piece of wood that hangs down. That's what supports the top part. There. This is for another tear down, larger items. And these are all junk PCBs. Junk PCBs. That whole thing's full of those. Underneath there's a computer screen for tear down, another storage bin, another Arduino, computer monitor for tear down again. Let's come on in here. A fire extinguisher up there. A first aid kit. Baking soda for the lead acid battery. Alligator clips. My coat. Another miscellaneous container of connectors. Thermal cold air detector, thermostat, coaxial splitter line, antenna splitter line, actually. Another empty bin. Actually, no, these are full of my ICs. transistor, LM386 audio output amplifier, 5.5 timers, PNP, NPN transistors, Bluetooth connector. Salvaged that out of old, can't remember what it was from. Probably an old computer. And/or gates. And then old jumper lines, CB microphone, VGA connector, AUX connectors, miscellaneous stuff like that. USBs 2.0. There's a, hold on. I know you guys can't see that. So that's kind of in the way. There's a first aid kit, another one down there. More storage, miscellaneous PCBs, moon chair where you sit down, more little footrest or a project bench, storage there, aluminum foil, a breadboard, my pop supply, my filter for the smoke, not smoke, solder fumes, empty bins, and then there's a fluorescent tube replacement for the lamp over there, my vacuum cleaner to clean up large messes, another little storage bin over there, my pop bin for when I drink pop, I throw the cans in there because they're worth nickels. My scrap bin for people to come and take. Garbage bin. Then that's another garbage bin or miscellaneous bin. Another storage. I'm working on cleaning this up. Tear down bin. More storage. A tent. Couple of bags. There's nothing in this one. Nothing in this. Actually, there's a universal serial bus connector in that one. There's a miscellaneous walkie-talkies and other tools in there. There's another storage bin down there. That's another work table if it want to be. Another storage bin over here. That green little block thing down there is another storage bin. Storage up here for my books. And there's a music, radio, whatever you want to call it. This is the project I've been working on lately. It's an LED flashlight like type deal. There's my like I said, don't know if I mentioned that in the first spin. There's my stationery. There's my pens and pencils. There's storage up here. Another book, notebook, garbage can, another miscellaneous garbage can, another toolbox, storage there, empty storage. So yeah, my laundry basket, because this is my room of course, that I work in. So yeah, and then there's my main outlet. I only have one outlet in my room. I had purposely put a longer screw in there that way I can attach a grounding rod and tie in to the grounding without disrupting the electrical outlets. More miscellaneous equipment right there. Haven't organized it yet. Inside of here, there's a few more books and power supplies. That's for my cooler system there, the power supply. This red